Grizzlies suspend Ja Morant for 1 game for detrimental conduct. Look, the Memphis Grizzlies suspended star point guard Ja Morant on Saturday for 1 game because of conduct detrimental to the team. The suspension comes as the result of a first-year Grizzlies coach, Tomas Isalo, challenging Morant's leadership and effort in a post-game exchange after Friday night's 117-112 loss to the Los Angeles Lakers, to which Morant responded in tone deemed inappropriate and dismissive. Sources told ESPN Shams, I still don't know how to say his name, Charnina, whatever the hell. The confrontation happened in front of the team, the source says. Morant was held to a season-low 8 points, going 3 of 14 from the field and 7 assists, and was terse when asked what he noticed in the game. According to the coaching staff, probably don't blame me, honestly. Morant said, that's basically what the message was. It's cool. Morant also told reporters to go ask the coaching staff, or responded to questions about his performance without explaining further. He's averaging a career-low 28.5 minutes through 6 games. Isalo, whose post-game news conference ended before he could be asked about Morant's comments, took over as coach for Taylor Jenkins following a surprise firing late last season. A reported factor in Jenkins' firing was the belief from the team that he'd lost the locker room. The Grizzlies played the Raptors in Toronto on Sunday. The suspension is the latest in a long series of disciplinary action Morant has faced in recent years. He was suspended twice in 2023 for incidents with guns, with those 2 events costing him 33 games and about $8.3 million in salary. He was also fined $75,000 last season for aiming a gun gesture to celebrate making 3-pointers. League called the gesture inappropriate, adding that Morant was previously warned by the league office that this gesture could be interpreted in a negative light. Morant is making about $39.4 million this season and is in the third year of a 5-year, $197.2 million contract. He's averaging 20.8 points through 6 outings this season. After last night's comments, Ja Morant is no longer going to be a Grizzly because, lo and behold, check this out.
What went wrong to you today?
Go ask the coaching staff.
Do you feel like, there was anything you could do differently, I guess?
Go ask them. They had a whole spiel in here, so.
From the outside, and the outside may be wrong, but from the outside, it didn't look like you had your usual energy tonight.
Go ask the coaching staff why.
Okay. You feel like you should play more?
Go ask the coaching staff. Should I play more or not?
What could have been done different to get a different outcome other than asking the coaching staff?
According to them, probably don't play me, honestly. That's what basically the message was after, so.
If y'all don't know, Ja Morant has been actually pulling at the throbs of people's heartstrings, people's need for forgiveness, and people's want to actually help him out. You know, he had got caught up in a little back and forth with Kendrick Perkins. Now, me personally, I think we misremember Kendrick Perkins' whole entire career because he has built a very good, very outstanding force in commentary zones. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a look at that real quick before we ultimately get into what y'all came here for. Roll it. You the reason for my notoriety, Perk? Come on, dog. You showing them why I don't F with your kind.
Who with Ja at one point. But then when Ja started getting in trouble with some of his stuff off the court and shit like that, I had to speak on it. Me and Ja don't really fuck with me no more on that shit. But to be honest, in that type of situation, I don't fuck with Ja. And you know why I don't fuck? I fuck with his daddy, but I don't fuck with Ja. You know why I don't fuck with Ja? Because it's like, bro, the reason I'm so mad at you is because ESPN packed up for a week. And when y'all had the city rocking. ESPN ain't never packed up and went down there, spent millions of dollars to go do an all access on y'all in Memphis. They did that for Ja.
I ain't do that for
Bro,
us.
I was the one that was praising Ja. I was the one that said, hey, man, I came out and said, hey, look, we could redo that draft. Ja should have went number 1 and not Zion. All of a sudden,
Sure.
Disney bosses hearing me out. We go do an all access, bro. We down in Memphis, shining light on you. ESPN don't never do that shit.
Nah, for sure.
We're knowing you the next chosen one. And you fuck up, guess what? Not only do that make you look bad, that make me look bad. Because they recognized you because of me speaking highly of you. It ain't no coincidence that you went from having 3 games on ESPN national television that you had 52.
Hold on, Perk. I'm gonna say you are definitely one of the spokesmen of putting Memphis on.
For sure.
But that guy is must see TV.
I didn't say
the best shoe in the game right now.
I didn't
My
say- I
kids
didn't
got
say-
all of them.
Shout out my boy Ja,
I didn't
man.
say-
Shout out Big Ja Morant.
Now, me personally, I like Ja Morant. I do. I like to see him play. He's one of the more interesting figures in the whole entire NBA. He has the skill set of a fairly great basketball player. He plays like, what's my man's name? They used to play for Charlotte. Baron Davis. Freaking Baron Davis. He reminds me of a little bit of Baron Davis, just a lot more lanky. But he's going to get traded. He already just got suspended for one game. So there's that. But they're going to trade him because they have to. When somebody publicly throws your coaches up under the bus, that's not supposed to happen. Now, I know what some of you guys will say, well, Nash, man, he's the star player. He's supposed to be doing this. He's supposed to be doing that. Bro, you came off an injury. For a person who only averages 70% of your games due to injury and due to goddamn suspensions, you average 70%. Imagine if they said, we're going to offer you the max contract, but you know what? Due to injuries and due to all of this stuff, we're going to slash it to 70%. Do you think you would sign? Here you go. Gotcha. No, you wouldn't. Well, since you wouldn't sign for that, it's kind of interesting. Now, Ja Morant has been in trouble before. Earlier this year, he won a lawsuit from this freaking restaurant, but he also had charges dropped because this youngin had basically got into a fist fight with him, and the judge deemed that, hey, youngin, you were lying. You got your little feelings hurt. You got a little boy. You swung on him, he swung back. It basically was self-defense. But one thing, one huge, big old thing is this. Ja Morant, where you going to go? What team going to really, really consider you based off of your injury history and legally you getting in trouble? I'm just curious because at the end of the day, at the very, very, very end of the day, Ja Morant, that city, it's a parade inside my city, yeah. When y'all was doing that, all good. Y'all had, I don't even like the dude. He went to Houston, now he plays for the Suns. God, I can't remember his name. But y'all, like, you were able to shield him from getting, when he got cooked by LeBron. Then he went to Houston, became immensely hated, and everything went downhill from that. But neither here nor there. Ja Morant, I want you to really, I want you to consider this. You're still trying to figure it out. You're still not where you need to be. You're still trying to build your reputation. You are still on the lower end of the totem pole. If I told people right now, man, name the best NBA point guards in the league right now, give me your top 4, you know you don't come up. Everybody right now, drop your top 4. Top four. Can we get a top 4? Y'all got a top 4? He don't show up, do he? He don't. He doesn't show up, bro. Now, if you go from namesake and all this shit, cool. But do you want Ja Morant on your team is always the question that a lot of us all ask. Can he be on my team? Can he fluctuate? Can he function? And the answer is no. Hell no. See, these are opportunities, these are gifts, these are not rights. You don't have a right to play in the NBA. The NBA is a privately owned league. Private. Which means no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how you operate, you still have individuals who had to write you a check. And within that check, you should have checked off a bunch of boxes. Ja Morant is supposed to be on his best behavior. They're trying to humble you, but you're going to find out like Shedeur Sanders. When y'all think y'all the shit and y'all people think y'all the shit, They flush you down that damn toilet. And some of y'all will be, oh no, Ceddy Nash, don't bring up Shedeur Sanders. You don't like him. I'm rooting for Shedeur Sanders. I don't even want him to play in Cleveland. I want him to be traded and have a fresh start somewhere with a team that actually wants him and believes him, because it's clear that Kevin Stefanski's trash ass does it. And if you ever try to bring up the Eli Manning stuff, let me help y'all out where the media just didn't put it in y'all faces. Eli Manning and his father, they demanded the trade once they were picked. Shedeur Sanders and Deion Sanders were saying, we're not going to do this before he was even selected on a team. It's called leverage. Either way it go, man, I hope Ja Morant can sit down, mean what he says in his apology, because he's going to apologize, and his frustrations and all of this stuff. He's going to come back to the coaches, and he's going to have that man-to-man talk, that one-on-one talk. Bro, you're off of an injury. You just had another injury in goddamn April. So what the hell are they supposed to do? You're off of 2 injuries this year, 2 of them. You think they're finna rush you back? Yeah, I didn't think so either. But y'all, let me know y'all thoughts on this one. If it do numbers, bro, we'll probably sneak a little, a little here and there with some sports stuff and all that. If it doesn't, then shit, you won't be seeing nothing about sports on this channel anymore. But click right here and see how Offset just ruined his damn career, bro. Can't even believe it. Drop the bomb, baby. Right there in front of all of us. And I ain't gonna hold you. It's bad. It's real bad. Or click right here for the playlist, because y'all like what we do over here on the Reloaded channel better anyways. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Reloaded.